Welcome to Miami. This is a big event city, and folks here are fired up for this one inside Hard Rock Stadium as the Miami Hurricanes try to represent the great tradition of their program. This is not a normal matchup. Two teams ranked in the top 10, colliding right here in the middle of the season, trying to make a strong statement. Big playoff implications. So we'll see a team that made use of a bye week, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the 8th-ranked team, the Miami Hurricanes. EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. The Hurricanes will kick this away to get us going. Fields it just outside the goal line. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. And now the handoff. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Well, that was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Quick throw to the left side. The junior quarterback fortunate to avoid the turnover there. So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Back to throw. It's Moore. Looking for the wideout. And he's got his man open downfield. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
That's exactly what you want to see here from this offense. A big 3rd down conversion. Offensive line did their job, giving a quarterback enough time. Great read, good execution, throws the ball accurately. And now you got some momentum going here on this opening drive.
Gonna run it. It's James. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. He's moving out of the pocket. And the freshman able to get home with the sack.
Just a great job here by this linebacker to be able to come up with that sack there on the blitz. A big play for this defense. And, man, Chris, you think about the linebacker play at the University of Miami over the years, it starts with Ray Lewis, and it could end with it, to be honest, but the list just keeps going. Michael Barrow, Jonathan Vilma, and Dan Morgan. You go on and on and on, and this guy right now is trying to live up to that standard.
The Ducks will send their punt team onto the field. Gets it away, directional kick with nice distance. And the punt goes out of bounds. The officials now will mark the spot. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Pressure is coming. Heavy pressure, he lets it go. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on 1st down. Incompletion makes it 2nd down.
Mobility can be a blessing or a curse for some quarterbacks. Sometimes they feel that they can make a play on every single opportunity because they have such speed. Instead of just getting down or throwing it away, they try to force the issue. This one almost backfires on him as he tried to squeeze that throw in. He's lucky he didn't throw an interception.
Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a 4th down. And the Canes will have to kick this away. And the offense will punt for the first time this afternoon. On the return, it's Stewart. When he's got some space here. Good effort by the return man. They get him down, but that's a solid gain in return. back out on the field. They were forced to punt it away last time, so let's see if they can get clicking in this possession. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Fighting off the defender. Brought down after a 7-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 3.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of play moving forward.
The offense will set up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Oh, look at the quick cut. They make the tackle, but that's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 34.
Boy, good job up front by this offensive line, and a nice job by the back of finding that hole to pick up the first down. And honestly, Chris, this is what I think about when I think of Oregon. I know the uniforms and the flash and the dash and all the different things that people associate with this program. This is what I think about. Toughness. Ability to run the ball when they have to pick up first downs, and they did it right there.
Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a first down. Looks like it'll bring 2nd and inches, but sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
Caught near the sticks. It's Roberts. And uses his speed to pick up solid yardage.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air, man, puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Oregon. So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. PAT is good. They slammed into the kicker, and penalty markers are down. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and to bring the football to the 25-yard line. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Pre-snap motion from the offense. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
And you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. And the junior able to get home with the sack.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. And he's going to float this one to the right side. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it. The Hurricanes will line up to kick it away. And this drive moves backwards, so he's on to punt it away. The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. And the powerful Ducks offense retakes the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. First play of the drive, they come out throwing. Here's a fumble way behind the line of scrimmage. Defense recovers the fumble. It's a turnover.
I think that's on the quarterback and the offensive line. They were breathing down this quarterback's neck before he could even recognize that they were there, and they were able to knock it loose.
Play action here on 1st down. The pickup is 7 yards. Now it's 2nd and 3.
Well, the defense didn't have any time at all to get pressure on the quarterback. He gets the ball out of his hands pretty quickly on the hitch to the receiver.
Oregon 7, Miami 0.
Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. The quarterback keeps it on the option. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Well, the quarterback does everything right except pitch the football. The defensive end's going to take him, which is great. That's what you want. But you got to get that ball out quicker to not allow that defensive end to make that play.
trying to extend the play. And it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there. Can he take it all the way? And that's a solid return after the interception.
Boy, Chris, he hesitated just enough to give the defense a chance to get in position and come up with a big turnover.
And the Oregon offense is back out on the field. They're looking to protect the lead and protect the football. The last possession, remember, ended in a fumble. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's second down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Incomplete, so it's second down and 10. Scanning the field. It's Moore. Receiver makes the grab.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
That completion sets up a third down play. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up fourth down.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here, third and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes. Is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this fourth and short.
And the Miami offense is back on the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. And the freshman brings him down quickly.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
The quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Caught over the middle. It's Horton. A big hit by the linebacker, able to knock him down. It's a big pickup after the catch, and more importantly, holds on to the ball despite taking a huge hit.
Yeah, Chris, that's the thing that really stood out to me. I didn't think he was going to be able to hold on to that ball because of that big hit, but he does. He doesn't get the first down, but he gets big positive yards, and more importantly, I think he gains more confidence in that quarterback to throw him the ball again.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. And the ball is picked off. Not a long return, but the pick changes possession. The offense will take over at the 28.
Chris, he's just trying to find the hole in the zone coverage. But as you know, those windows can open and close pretty quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So the timing's got to be just right, or you're going to see an interception like this.
Grab behind the line. It's James. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
Boy, they're just fundamentally sound. Right where you want to be after the completion. Nowhere to go after that catch.
Dropping back. It's Moore. And it's complete downfield. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. And the Ducks looking to take advantage of this red zone trap. It's nice execution to pick up the first down. A little curl route, Kirk, against the zone.
Yeah, when you play zone coverage like this, it's very difficult to defend this route if the quarterback does a nice job of reading the coverage. I thought he used his eyes there to be able to move the defense where he wanted them, created an opening in that defense, and then he made a great throw for that first down.
Press coverage now from these DBs. An inside give now from the shotgun. Breaks the tackle to get back to line of scrimmage, but that's it.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
So here we go, third down in the red zone, the kind of play that decides football games. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. He's escaping the pocket now. Looking to scramble. Decides not to throw it and will take an enormous loss on this sack.
Well, the offense tries to go with the play action to slow this defense down, but they weren't buying. They applied the pressure and came up with the sack.
Coach is going to take the 3 points. Here comes the field goal unit. long enough and good. And that will extend their lead even further. Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now.
Well, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
Bringing it out, it's Washington. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. Time is running out before halftime to cut into this now 2-possession lead. They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. And they're able to tackle the ball carrier there.
No gain on the play. Brings up second down.
Important second down play coming up. Off play action, he's looking to throw. And now the ball comes out. A disastrous play from the start. Looks like the defense has it.
Chris, this could end up being a critical play in this game. If they don't have a chance to come back and end up winning this game, the coach could look back at this very play and wonder if things could have turned out differently if they would have been able to hold on to the ball and gotten some points before the half.
Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. 1st down and goal now. Can they punch it in? Dropping back. It's Moore. Launching one to the end zone. And it's picked off in the end zone. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
When you get this close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away with points, at the very least, a field goal. They got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the second half, this play right here doesn't come back to bite them.
Catch made, but the defense gobbles him up for just a short gain. Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play.
And he floats this pass deep down the right side. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on.
Chris, the defense catches a break here. They got behind coverage, looked like a big play, if not a touchdown, and the receiver just dropped the ball.
And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Throws to the tight end. A bullet, but it's incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, boy, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
The Canes will bring their punt team on the field now. And the ball is away from his own end zone. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. And the returner brought down by the coverage team there. The Ducks' powerful offense is back on the field. Let's see how this quarterback responds. Remember, an interception on the very first play of the last possession. That's caught. It's Roberts. Finding space at the 20. Touchdown, Ducks. This quarterback on fire today. So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The kick is good, and the kicker got clobbered. Flags all over the field. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. That's a deep kickoff, hammered out the back of the end zone for a touchback. First down here for this offense. Opening play of the drive, quick throw to the left. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down. That's a solid run, good for 1st down yardage. And the quarterback dropping back, bringing pressure. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
And the QB will try again on 2nd and 10. He's going to take off here. The gain is 8 yards, so it sets up a 3rd and 2. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. Offense looking to keep the drive going here. 3rd and short now from the 44. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Catch hauled in here over the middle. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down. The Canes will hustle to the line to crank the tempo. Looking to throw it on first down. And here comes a deep shot. Deep shot caught inside the 25. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. And it's incomplete, very near the goal line.
Caught by the receiver. No gain on the play. 2nd down coming up.
One more play before they head to the locker room. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. The offense calls a timeout here. That's their 3rd and final of the half.
Timeout, Miami.
So with only a few seconds left in the half, the field goal unit comes out of the field. Kick is good. Gives the offense 3 points to show for that drive. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Ducks will kick it off to begin the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Washington. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. First play of the 3rd quarter is a handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
3rd down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the 3rd quarter. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on 3rd down, but now it brings up 4th.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
The coverage team makes the stop on this return. And that powerful Oregon offense retakes the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. Running with purpose. Stop right near midfield. It'll be a first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Powering through.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Scanning the field. It's Moore. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Able to throw it away. He felt the heavy pressure, took a hit, but got rid of the football.
Well, sometimes an answer for an offensive coordinator against a good pass rush is to move the launching point, move the quarterback from one spot to another to affect the rhythm of the pass rush. That's not having any kind of impact at all on this defense. They're getting after this quarterback no matter where he is. They do a good job of it right here.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Going for his running back. Grab down the middle. It's James. It's a huge gain all the way down inside the 30.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the second half. Get to a third down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it. You convert, and you keep working that clock.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Makes the grab. It's James. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
And they get some positive yards here, but just from sitting up here looking down, Chris, I kind of have a sense that they wanted a little bit more on that play.
On third down, he drops to throw. Fires it to the wideout. He's got it near the end zone. And he's in. Touchdown, Oregon.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And they tack on the extra point. Now they get set to kick it away. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. First down. Looking to throw the football. Looking for his big tight end. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. That's a huge gain. Stop finally made it to 43. The Hurricanes will crank up the tempo.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
It's an out route. The catch made. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards. Second down after that run on the previous play. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. The ball is caught. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Still looking for that elusive touchdown, but finally this offense is moving. First down and 10. Receiver in motion now. Off the play fake on first down. Oh, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
The catch is made inside the 10. They stop him at the 4, but it sets up this offense with a first and goal. And the Canes will line up here on first down and goal. First and goal, handoff. Couldn't quite get there, brought down at the 2. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. Red zone's been a struggle. 3 points in 3 possessions down here. Can they find the end zone on second and goal? And the quarterback keeps it here. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure a defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and...
Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown for the U.
Well,
That's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
The extra point is good. They're down now 14, 24-10. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. Should be the last play of the quarter coming up. The corner's now playing a couple yards off the ball. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Defense stops him short of the first down marker, and that'll do it for the third quarter of play. Here we go, first play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. To the air, it's Moore. He's running out of time here. And with nobody open, he chooses to just throw it away. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Looking to throw it on third and very long. Hit as he released it. And he finds a wide-open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. And the Ducks with 1st and 10 here.
And that's good enough for a first down.
On the run, it's James. Makes a nice move there. Breaks a tackle on the play and makes a decent gain.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
Linebacker shifting around now. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
You're starting to see this defense, I think, wear down now that we're in the fourth quarter. It's been a tough day for them, and the offense is taking advantage of it. A lot of positive plays. Good job of eating as much clock as they can here on this drive in the fourth quarter.
And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage.
That's exactly how you want to start this drive, working with a lead in the fourth quarter. Take as much time off this clock as possible. That's a great way to get this drive started.
Caught behind the line. It's Whittington. The ball is loose. Defense recovers the fumble. Big takeaway.
This offense just blew an opportunity. Have a nice lead here in the second half with the football. The last thing you want to do is turn it over, and they put the ball on the ground and now give your opponent a chance to get right back in this game.
Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Got him. He's sacked.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
Those big guys up front will have to regroup now. It's 2nd and 14. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. And they bring him down after a solid gain, but it's still well short of the first down marker. The Hurricanes looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Trying to create outside the pocket now. Caught over the middle. It's Horton. Tackled at the 35, good enough for a first down.
Hey, it's a nice game here, and they get the first down to stop the clock. But late in the game, trailing by a couple scores, these receivers have got to be thinking about getting out of bounds as often as they can.
Here's a shot toward the right sideline. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots. Get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
Grab down the middle. It's Johnson.
Well, as a defense, he'll take that all day. No problem at all. You give up a short little route. You tackle him inbounds. It keeps the clock running. That's a great job by the defense.
Going to pick up the 3rd and short through the air. Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up 4th down.
Oh, the quarterback and receiver just not quite on the same page. But the good news is it's 4th down and short. And trailing in this game, you've got to convert here to keep your hopes alive.
Finds his man, has the 1st down. He goes down right there, but it's enough for a fresh set of downs for this offense.
Just great execution here on this 4th down to keep this drive alive. What I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to...
And he throws his 3rd interception of the day. Look out, he's got some space. Oh, what a move. Goes right through the tackle. He's got room to run now. Takes the pick to the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks. So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT is good. They slammed into the kicker, and penalty markers are down. The offense will obviously decline that penalty and take the result of the play. Bringing it out, it's Carr. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. 1st down here. The offense has time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Running back grabs it on a screen. Fights off a defender. And he's brought down. Good job by the defense getting through the blockers. But he stopped short of the 1st down. Pass caught. 2nd down now. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. And now in the final couple minutes, here's a deep shot. Wow, that is interception number 4 today for this QB. Finally able to take him down, but that's a great return after the pick.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the 2nd half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
1st and goal, they'll try to run it in. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman. Coming up, 2nd down and goal. Looking to score, they'll run it to the right side. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
What a great play by the defense here. Getting close to the goal line, not only do they come up with a big stop, but they send them backwards in the process.
3rd and goal, looking to throw for it. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon. And this one is getting ugly.
You know, coaches love to see a football team that doesn't get caught up in the scoreboard. They're just out executing and doing what needs to be done. That's what we're seeing from this offense. Yeah, they continue to put points on the board and they're pulling away. I just love to see the execution and how they're going about their business.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Carr. Oh, he's got a crease here. Look out. On the move. Can he make it? Can they catch him? No! Touchdown! What a highlight moment. The kickoff taken all the way back for a touchdown.
Man, a kick return for a touchdown is one of the most electrifying plays in football. Everything has to align right. Great blocks. Return man hits the crease just like he did there. Then he's off to the races. By the way, if I'm the kickoff coverage team, I don't know if I'd be kicking to this guy anymore.
Returner trying to create good field position. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. So with the lead secure here, it's time to just take a knee, run out the clock, and plan the victory celebration. Well, this head coach told us we've prepared well. We're ready. I'd be shocked if we didn't go out and play well. And he had a good read on his team. That's a big win.
This team was incredibly well prepared, and schematically, I'd like to